Another thing is about people wash with all this antibacterial. Your body, your skin actually have a whole film of bacteria that is protecting you. It's called your biome. And if you damage that biome, it's actually not good, because once you clear off all the bacteria, you clear off the good bacteria as well. And then you give the chance to the bad bacteria to come and infect your skin.
Okay.
So I don't use soap.
Okay, no soaps, yep.
I don't use soap. And I use just water, but I use like a cotton cloth to actually, to remove all the dead skin.
G'day, folks. Welcome back to another Sauna Sessions with Shea. We're in the garage today. We're not in the barrel sauna. We're coming to you, well, not live, but we're going across the internet digital space down to Sydney, mainly where we're having a chat to Dr Ping Yin. She's got a PhD in organic chemistry, and I met this lady. I was sitting down in a hotel having a cup of coffee in Manly, probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and she came up, and I was sitting by the fireplace, so it was a bit cool that morning. And she said, she came up and said, "Do you mind if I sit down and have a cup of tea with you?" And I said, "Please do." And so we sat down and got talking, and after a little bit, I found out that she is heavily into skin and nurturing healthy skin within people, and she's got some products online to help people in the skin space. And I'm really intrigued on the skin space. But Dr. Ping, thank you so much for joining us in, the pretend sauna session. You look fantastic in the hat, by the way.
I love this hat. Yeah. So I just, as I said, I just ran down to my garage to get my head earpiece, and I found it very well insulated. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming into summer, if you wear it down the beach, black tie events, formal events, it goes over very well, and great marketing for Sauna Sessions with Shea.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely be using it.
And even if you do you get into saunas much down there at Manly?
I do go to this place in the winter. So when there's no sun, there's a place in Manlyville called City Cave. And it's a lovely place.
Yes.
So you get a room, it's lovely.
Well, next time you go to City Cave, you can take your Sauna Sessions with Shea hat, right?
I will.
You can just one up everyone. As like, I'm just regulating the temperature in my head. Yeah. If you want to buy some, get online with Shea and ask him for some. But everyone will be like, hang on, she's a professional sauna goer with the sauna beanie. So
yeah.
But look, it was great to have a chat with you that day, because I'm very intrigued about the skin, and obviously it's the biggest organ on your body, and we all sort of just take it for granted. But it can help us breathe, it helps us sweat, it helps us regulate temperature, and especially in the sauna, you've got the pores that are opening up to release sweat. What got you interested in the skin?
So I grown up in China, and I left China when I was 25. So when I first got to UK, and I find very difficult to find something to care my own skin. So I would try all the products, and I find like 90% of the product actually make my skin almost like a sandpaper. After a little while, it just become really rough here.
Very dry.
Yeah. So, and then I had a mate in the lab, and she is from Paris. And she said to me, like, I was talking to her about my problem, and she said to me, "Okay, when I go to Paris, I will get you something." So she came back from Paris and gave me this tube of cream. She said, "This is recommended by my dermatologist. It will help your skin." So that's really where the journey starts, is to actually find something that is good for myself. So I've been using that for years. And after I came back to Australia, I would ask everybody going to France to get that cream for me and bring it back. And I would say, I don't know, tubes or whatever. So everybody actually brings cream back for me. And after a little while, it becomes really quite tedious, and I don't always get people going to France and bring it back. So then I start looking for products here. And I found this gel by Estee Lauder called Future Perfect. It's like a blue gel. And I start using that. And it's quite expensive. So I would same again when people go overseas, and I ask them to get duty-free for me. And so that becomes a little easier because as long as you go overseas and you can get it, so you don't have to go to France to actually get it. So I've been on that for a few years. And then the product I have been using from France actually brought the brand into Australia. It's called Event. So you can still buy them from chemists.
Right.
They have the water because they use a special spray that has silicone sort of help your skin. So I used that product for another few years.
It sounds like a bit of a process. There wasn't something in Australia that you could just go down the pharmacy and buy. You were having to get it from people travelling overseas.
Exactly.
And it was a bit of a, it was a complex routine to get this product.
Yeah. So then in around 2015, they changed formula. So the same product I buy, they changed formula, changed packaging, and I found it doesn't work for me anymore. So that's when really I started looking for product for to make product myself. So I started making my cream from 2016.
Well, sorry, what was the miracle thing in this cream that made your skin pop, or just it really helped your skin that you couldn't find in Australia?
So basically, the most skincare products, they are made to have a shelf life of 2 years. So all the manufactured product has to have 2-year shelf life. So in order to have this 2-year shelf life, most formulation that things go into there things that doesn't decompose, doesn't cause bacteria. So they have very little nutrition value, and also they have a lot of fillers to make it have a good feel, have a good smell, but really it does not serve our skin. So I started making cream, and I started really looking at each ingredient, what it does, what it serves for the skin. And at the roughly same time, I also gone completely into organic food. So then I started looking into the genetic modification, what the implication to us, all the herbicide goes into, food and all this oils. So I decided I'll make everything, try to get the organic stuff as much as I can. So each ingredient has profile, vitamin, lipids, anti-inflammatory. So the case thing, like I guess for my ingredients, is I try to choose ingredients has anti-inflammatory property.
Okay, right.
Because like all wrinkles, it's all, you have eye bags. Some people, it's all caused by inflammation. So if we have, and also our skin needs essential vitamins, lipids, all the good things the skin needs that we need to feed it. So the petroleum-based product does not have that. Like the people will add a little bit of this, add a little bit of that, but there's nothing like what nature offers us. Because when you look at the plant chemistry, it always have very complex profile of different things. Yeah.
I think also the person that in the pudding, Dr. Ping, because your skin looks amazing. I can see it from here. Look, it's glowing. So you're obviously doing something right. That's putting you on the right direction, as you said. And it's the organics, it's the nutrients. So look, in Australia, I think it's with food as well that we're really, I think, excuse me, I think we're a little bit confused as to what we should be putting in our bodies. And I think probably people putting stuff on their skin is just something that they've been doing for the last 20, 30 years, and they haven't changed. What sort of things should people be looking for on the back of packets or skincare products? And if it's got certain things in it, they're red flags to say, look, that's just not good for your skin. What sort of things like the petroleum-based stuff, as you say, like what other things are in really bad skin cosmetics?
The most things I can sense most is actually sun protection. There are hundreds of products in the sun protection market, and if you look at the ingredients, like they are just not sufficient data, historic data to support those things are safe. And also because in the petroleum based chemical production, like all the active ingredients of the sun cream, it's all chemically produced. In the production process, sometimes benzene, like for instance, benzene is used in the production process, and then it sort of carry over, contaminates the end product, and benzene is absolutely carcinogenic. So it's, I guess you look at the package, and there's actually a database to show you what is good ingredient, what is bad ingredient. And I think it pays for you to actually go and, take a picture of the package, of the ingredient list, and then go online, have a look. And also don't buy from like a small production, buy from reputable company, because they have a QA process that all the ingredients is from, a source that is, if they say there's no benzene, there's no benzene. But if you go to sort of like small brand with unknown stuff. But, with sun cream, I was just looking, the only safe, actually proved to be safe, is actually the physical barrier. It's a zinc oxide and titanium oxide. But when you use zinc oxide, titanium oxide, and just make sure it is not nano, because the nano material also can get into your skin and cause harm in you. Yeah.
I don't know if it was you that told me this, but I take this to the bank now. If you can't consume it, don't put it on your skin. So if you're not willing to eat it, because it's getting into the bloodstream.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you told me that around the fireplace or where I heard that from, but I thought there's some truth into that. So if you're not willing to put it in your gob and swallow it, don't put it on your skin, because it's going to get into your bloodstream, and if it's got chemicals in it, you'll feel it. And this is I think there's a lot of Australians out there and people around the world. Like I was on a cruise a couple of weeks ago, and we were out in the sun for about 8 hours, and I'm like, I've got to put this crap on my skin because I'd rather put it on than get burnt. So that was it's like, okay, I don't want to be, shedding skin and being absolutely like a lobster raw. So I'm going to put this stuff on. But what it does to me, I find like my dreams are toxic. Like I can have bad dreams. I feel not 100%, and I feel like it's radiating heat from me. And I know that there's chemicals in it when I feel that way. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but you know that there's something in this that is not good for you. But in some ways it does, like I got back after 8 hours and I wasn't sunburnt. So that was the trade-off. So obviously we're trying to find a sun cream that doesn't give you that chemical reaction, but also protects you from the sun. So do you sell some products like sun cream?
I don't sell any sun cream.
Okay.
So the reason being...
What would be some good sun creams for the Aussies out there to go look at and buy and purchase? Because whatever you tell me right now, I am going to go out and buy some, because we're coming into summer. It's getting really hot, and I know, like, I fry now within half an hour if I'm in direct sunshine, and I don't have any sun cream on. So I know I'm a target for it.
Personally, I try to stay in the sun for limited time.
Yes, okay.
It's little bit sun exposure. It's fantastic for our health, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for, vitamin D generation. It's also actually really good for your skin to have moderate sun. So what I do normally is I put my cream on. I actually use my cream all over my body. And I put my cream on and I go into the sun. And then after, I go for a swim and then come back. And after I have a cold shower, I reapply my sun cream. Not sun cream, just my cream. So what happens is when you have the sun opens the pore of your skin, it actually helps the goodness to get absorbed.
Yeah.
So my strategy is to actually make sure your skin becomes really healthy, and then you can actually be exposed a little bit. I am going to look into making some sun. I have been actually looking into making sun protection using zinc oxide, but because I'm a very small operator, I cannot get good supply of zinc oxide. And therefore I'm not. So for me, if I can't make a product that is absolutely good enough for myself, I would not give it to anybody else.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So what you're saying there is the more robust your skin is, the more it's going to, not I suppose lengthen the sun, but you're going to be better off with more robust skin. So the healthier your skin is, you're going to be better off in the sun. But also, so do you not use sun cream at all? You're just using your creams?
I don't use sun cream. I try to, so I can be in the sun for a couple of hours. But not in the middle of the day. I don't go into the middle of the day. So if I go to beach middle of the day, I try to stay in the shade.
In the shade.
But I might go in the water for 15 minutes or whatever. So far I have been okay.
Yes, well, proof's in the pudding. The skin looks amazing. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I only use my own products.
Yes. Okay. And do you find even just the natural products that you use, that's a bit of a barrier from the sun as well? So you're obviously not spending,
I do find, because traditionally, so in my product, I have Australian emu oil. So it's emu.
Emu oil, yes.
Yeah, yep. So it has been used by Aboriginal as sun protection.
Oh, wow.
For thousands of years, basically.
Okay.
So,
do you know much about aloe vera? Because I used to put aloe vera on as a kid, and it was a two-prong attack for sun cream, but also I had really bad acne as a kid, and I found that the aloe vera cleared it up. I never had acne since, and I would douse it on me. And it smelled really bad, but I didn't care. I was trying whatever it took, so I didn't have my pizza face, the acne. So it cleared it up really quickly, but it obviously has some properties too for sun protection.
Yeah, aloe vera is definitely a great thing to have. So if you grow some aloe vera, that's fantastic, because you just cut it and then you just smear it all over after sun, but it definitely helps. But I haven't, I have aloe vera grow in it, but because of the smell, it's quite strong. And I find it, so this is another thing that I find when people try skincare or whatever, the first thing they say to me is, oh, it smells nice. So I think people are very seduced by the
I totally agree.
By the smell. And so lots of people actually buy from the smell. And I think that's very wrong thing to do.
I totally agree. Yeah. Well, but it's how we're sort of programmed in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like it smells good.
Yeah.
And but if it smells like crap, who wants to put something that smells like crap on their skin?
Yeah.
So I totally get it. Yeah.
But I do have customers who actually are allergic to scents. I put mostly lavender in my product, and I choose So, like even with lavender oil, depends on where the lavender is grown, the weather, the soil, and how they extract. I buy 10 different lavenders that all smell different.
Okay.
And it's like wine. It's like, the grape makes wine that tastes different. So it's really quite fascinating. And I actually buy different lavenders and I smell them. I choose the one I like and I use it in my product. Yeah.
So if you wanted some natural products, the emu oil, aloe vera, you're going to smell like crap, but, and people may keep a 5-10 meter radius from you, but it'll do a bit of protection if you're going down the beach.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some Australian products out there that are like, because I know Kelly Slater, the surfer, he's in the doing sun cream that isn't like every other sun cream, and because they're starting to realize, people are starting to read the back of packets and realizing how much chemicals and crap is in sun cream today. So I'm sure there's a market for it, and people are starting to realize, hang on, we don't want to buy stuff that makes us feel sick, or So it's definitely, I think people are becoming more aware of it. But just for years, it was just all about the slip, slop, slap. So that was the key in pain. It wasn't about what's in it. It was just more about make sure that you protect yourself before you go out in the sun. But really, you need to go that extra step and find out what's going in, because if, as I said, like if I don't get that sun cream off me, I go, and I know it's the chemicals in it that are absorbed into my bloodstream. But I have bad dreams, and I don't sleep very well. And I know, and I've tested it a couple of times. It's the sun cream, or it's whatever I put on my skin. Yeah. So you got to be really vigilant to look at what's going in or going on your skin. Yeah. Now, during COVID, obviously people were having a deficiency in vitamin D because they were indoors and they weren't getting a lot of sun.
Yeah.
Is there a ripple effect from that they're not developing robust skin? So once we've finished COVID, people then going back out in the sun, and then I don't know, is melanomas and cancer coming back into play because people over those couple of years that we had COVID have really not looked after their skin. They've been stuck indoors eating Doritos and CCs while watching Netflix, not getting any sunlight, then going back out and not having that resilience. Would that be right?
I think that's totally right, because you actually, your skin does need sun exposure. Absolutely. And also, it's you have to treat your whole body, that skin, the same way. Because a lot of people only slap it on the face, and then you look from that neck, it's all wrinkles. And I just always say it to people, I said, put it all over your body when you can, something good, not just, and also another thing is about people wash with all this antibacterial. Your body, your skin actually have a whole film of bacteria that is protecting you. It's called your biome. And and if you damage that biome, it's actually not good, because once you clear off all the bacteria, you clear off the good bacteria as well. And then you give the chance to the bad bacteria to come and infect your skin.
Okay.
So I don't use soap.
Okay. No soaps. Yep.
I don't use soap, and I use just water, but I use like a cotton cloth to actually, to remove all the dead skin. You don't use all this rub or whatever, because it actually, people are trying to, I think a lot of marketing strategies, they're trying to sell you more product.
Yes.
For the profit. But, it's not necessary you need it, because if you just rub your skin with a cloth, you don't actually destroy your biome. All the
so is exfoliating bad for you as well?
Exfoliating is good. I rub with my you need to remove your old skin.
The dead skin needs to be removed.
That's why you actually use people used to use loofah, the loofah say, or say sponge, and use physical method to exfoliate. And don't try to use chemical method because, if you do use chemical method and look at the back of the package, what's in there. And and also a lot of liquid product has very high concentration of preservative. So preservatives are there to stop bacteria growing.
Yes.
So therefore, it's going to kill the bacteria on your body. So I guess that's why my cream is different because I actually make them fresh.
Okay.
So
it's the biome is the layer of... It's
critical to your health.
Okay. And then so if you're starting to put soap on your body, you're removing the good or the bacteria that's that biome. And is that right?
It depends. It depends on the soap as well.
Okay. Yes.
So
Gotcha.
If you use solid soap, like a solid soap bar that's made of olive oil, and if you use that, and that should not kill all the good biome. But if you use a product that is liquid product that have very long shelf life, have very high concentration of preservative, that will affect your biome.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So your biome is important.
You're teaching us so much today.
Nutrition is important.
Yes.
And exposure to a little bit sun is important. And then you have to replenish your skin after exposed to the sun with good stuff. Not something just smell nice. And also in the lot of smell nice products, the scent is synthetic scent. And that's how a lot of people start developing all sorts of allergy reaction to products.
Yes.
It's because of the scent. Yeah, so
but it's from a marketing perspective, it gets them in the door because they love the smell of it, but not necessarily good for you. Yeah.
And another thing to look out for is to actually to look at some products that actually use the dimethicone, which is the lubricant. So like you have the machine, the chair, lubricant chair, it uses dimethicone to lubricate.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, the manufacturer tries very hard to minimize the production cost to make the most profit. So, and they try to use all different sort of things to make the cream feels. So it's all about how it feels, how it smells. And I think the most important thing for every consumer is to actually really watch out and look up every ingredient and see what it does for you. And I just highly recommend that it's all, there's lots of traditional sort of wisdom skincare, like the shea butter has been used for zillions of years, and the jojoba oil.
So shea butter. People send me shea butter all the time because my name's spelled Shea, right? And so I've got liters of shea butter at the back because it was like Christmas presents and birthday presents. But shea butter is actually really good for the skin.
Shea butter is very good, but with same with like when you go to sushi place, there are good sushi, there are bad sushi. So it's also the source of the shea butter, like how it's processed.
Okay.
So there's a lot of, it's like buying any fresh food. You need to sort of see if it's fresh. It's just like if you buy same thing from same supplier, and it's always reliable, and keep on buying from them. So I think I probably will actually put some just like shea butter, pure shea butter on my website because I do buy very high quality product. Okay. And then it's sort of, if anybody wants just use shea butter, they can use shea butter. And there people only use coconut oil, and they can use pure coconut oil. And like for coconut oil, you can just go to Woolworths and buy an organic, certified organic one. And you open the jar, you smell beautiful coconut, and that's good.
Yeah.
So if you open the jar, it doesn't smell anything. Same with cocoa butter. If you open the jar, it smells chocolate, and that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So this is also common sense as well.
I think the big tip at the end of the day too is just educate yourself. It doesn't, you don't need to research it for years and years, but just, I'd say that there's people out there that have been putting this stuff on their skin for the last 30 years and it's out of habit. And they haven't actually looked into what properties this skin cosmetics has. Yeah. And so I think it's a big thing to, it could be half an hour worth of Googling, what's some of the good stuff and what's some of the bad stuff, what's to look out for when it comes to putting stuff on your skin. Because I know, look, this is the one thing, when I was younger, I used to put some spray tan stuff on, and that was chemically just really bad for your skin. And it wasn't until afterwards that I realised that I felt sort of 2-3% worse off, and it was because I was covering the biggest organ in my body with this chemical crap. Yeah. And it was no good for me. But it's not until I stopped doing it that I realised, and then it just becomes your way of life. You know what I mean? Like if you do it long enough, your body adapts and it builds. It's like, okay, well, this is just what we do every day. But you may be feeling 5% worse than you actually are, and it could be because of the stupid shit that you're putting on your skin. So, just for the people at home, the punters at home, just do a bit of education on the stuff that you're putting on your skin. You may be surprised that you're putting something on that is actually making you sick.
Totally, of course, allergies, people have just all of a sudden become allergic to everything. And it could be just triggered by the perfume, could be triggered just by something, you get touch all the time.
Now, how important is water for the skin?
Oh, yes.
How much should we be drinking?
Oh, okay. So I drink a lot of water because I actually, because I go swim, but, now also it's not everything you drink is going to come back to your skin, because you really may need to make your skin healthy to actually maintain that moisture. It's not, you can't slap it on, because our skin has 3 layers. And whatever on the top, you can put on top or you can drink. And it's how, your body works. It's like the general health is very important as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do drink a lot of water, and I drink soup, and I eat porridge. Because sometimes it's not necessary just drink water, because if you make porridge, you are actually drink a lot of water to go with it. Whereas you eat bread, you drink a cup of tea, and that's water, you can say. But so there's
gotcha.
And I eat a lot of sweets, because those water are like, it's never different from the water you drink.
Okay. So important to stay hydrated. It's good for the skin.
Totally.
Totally. Now, looking at you, Dr. Ping, you've got amazing skin. What's your daily ritual or routines to have such superb looking skin? What do you do on a daily basis?
So I get up in the morning and I wash my, I have my breakfast, I brush my teeth, and then I just wash my face with warm water. So I like, especially in the winter, I have my water quite hot, and then I warm the just piece of cotton towel, and then I just really give it a good rub, and then I just put a little bit of my creamer. That's all I do in the morning. So it takes.
So you keep it quite simple, nothing too complex.
Very simple. So then if I go swimming, sometimes with my sun gets really, really strong, and I will put cream on before I go into the water. And then when I came out, I have a cold shower. I wash the salt off, and then I'll do another cream. And in the night, I do the exact same thing as I do in the morning. Or I take shower, just after wash. And there's nothing, really, there's nothing more to, you just need to keep your skin clean, and then you apply some fruit, give it a little bit fruit, and that's all you need to do. And you don't need mist or this and that, like I actually have an old, talking about the routine. So I actually have a old lady who has been using my cream for years. And she said, I love your cream because it's just so simple. And that's the only thing I use. And she does exactly what I do. Yeah.
That's
and
it.
then she loves it. Yeah. Instead of having 20 different jars. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Excellent. What happens if you're going on a night on the town? Do you put makeup on?
I don't really wear makeup. I have never, same reason, like I would like to try some makeup, but I haven't found any makeup that will make my skin itchy.
Yes, right. Okay.
Yeah, because my skin is very, very sensitive. Yeah.
I was going to say you've got very sensitive skin, so if you're putting something on that irritates it, you'll know pretty quickly.
Yes, I know. Within 10 minutes, I would know. And I just wash it off straight away. Actually, somebody was asking me to try the sun butter. So there's like a physical zinc sunscreen called sun butter. And somebody was asked me to try. I had to try the other day. And I put on my hand, it was okay. And I tried a little bit on my face. And in 10 minutes, I was standing there talking to them. I had to run to the bathroom and wash it all out.
Wow.
And, I had to come home, I have a shower, and reapply my cream.
And it's just itchy?
Yeah.
Or just irritable? Itchy. Very irritable. Yeah. Well, and so is this probably the main reason that you went on this exploration of creating your own creams is because you were just so sensitive to what you put on your skin?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's also why I'm talking to you, because I've got super sensitive skin. If I go roll around the grass, I come out in hives. So I'm very allergic to grass, pollens, cats, horses, the different types of animals. So I know that if there's something in the air, my skin, or if I'm come in contact with something, my skin will react. And even with salt water, and I can build up this resilience, but I'll come out in hives from the salt water because the skin, it just reacts to the salt water.
Yeah.
But it's now, I think the older I get, the more resilience I've built up. Yeah. So it doesn't, but when I was younger, I used to come out in rashes and hives from, and just super sensitive skin. To all those sort of things. So, Dr. Ping, what would be, if you were to give one great piece of advice of what to do for your skin and one great piece of advice to not do for your skin, what would those two things be?
I just think and treat it like you, really, it's just like you need to give you food. That's my advice. You can't. You need to give your skin food for it to nourish it.
To feed, you got to feed it.
To feed it, yes.
Yes.
Okay. And not to try to sort of use all the stuff to scrub all the biome off.
Okay.
Because I think we gone really quite extreme. Like you see all the advertisements kill 99% germs. Those products are not good for your skin.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So and it just go with nature. Your skin will build whatever protects itself. I really think sometimes we do too much to it rather than.
It's about keeping it simple. Sometimes we're a speed bump in the way of nature. Or just what's natural. And we want to put all this stupid shit on our skin when we really just need to let it be and, go get a little bit of sun, make sure it's well hydrated, do the simple things well. Don't feel that we need to put 17 layers of whatever on our skin, because then obviously you're blocking all your pores as well by doing that. So keep it simple. I think that's a good way to
keep it simple.
I think it's a great way to wrap this podcast up. Dr. Ping, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it. Before we wrap it up, if people want to go check out your website and your products, where are they headed?
Okay, so my website is www.Caresia, spelled caresia.com.au.
Okay, cool. I'll put these in the show notes as well. So if you're interested, check out the show notes, and there'll be links to the website. Yep.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
And the products are on the website. So yeah, you said you've got some. What sort of products are you selling?
So I sell mostly just face cream. So the real products I highly recommend is native bee lavender cream, because it has the native bee hive, the sugar bag, and it has very full sort of profile of different nutrients.
Okay.
And then if you are allergic to scent, I make a version that is scent free. And if you are allergic to bee, I have a product that is, because everybody has different allergies. So I have a product that does not contain bee, and I have product that does not contain bee, does not contain scent, and I also have vegan cream. Okay. So it's like it's very much to cater for people who have sensitive skin, and but want to, and I also do blend of oils. If you are allergic to phenoxyl oxide, which is like preservative, because you do have to have the preservative to keep the product safe. But I make it fresh. I keep it very minimal amount to keep it so enough that product is safe. But you are allergic to the preservative, and I have just pure oil without preservative. And I also have,
Dr. Ping, I think the proof's in the pudding. I'm looking at your skin right now, and it's amazing. So it's it's one of those things that you obviously practice what you preach, and you're keeping things nice and simple. But I can see by your skin, you've got great skin, and so you've actually looked after it, and you've done the right things by it to, just overall well-being and health. Sometimes it all starts on the biggest organ in the body, the skin. So look after yourself, guys, and go check out Dr. Ping's website if you want some of the creams. But look, thank you so much for your time today to come on and explain to us more about skin. I know that the audience is going to get a lot from this, and I hope that they head over to your website and buy some of your products. So thank you so much for joining us on Sauna Sessions with Shea today.
Thank you so much, Shea, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just for everyone at home, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've got any questions for myself or Dr. Ping, yell out and I'll make sure she gets them. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.